Aren't we all just basically fish out of water? It's whatever human being is. We can't survive without water. We can survive on the bare minimum, but what happens when the bare minimum runs out? Food, shelter, and water are the three basic necessities that we all need, but isn't water one of the most overlooked necessities? With growing numbers of the world's population, we must find a way to stretch a dime into a dollar, or in this case, a quart into a gallon. We do this mostly through preparation and conservation. Conserving water creates a better ecosystem, a better economy, a better environment for everybody. Although the idea sounds like something a crazy radical hippie would be chanting out on the street corner, save water, save water. The only way to address our basic needs is if we talk about them. Science tells us that the human body can only live 8 to 10 days without water, but we use water in our everyday lives for things such as cooking, cleaning, bathing. So how is it that we don't notice that we're losing water? That's because it doesn't always affect us directly. An online article concerning drought says that droughts cause poor production of vegetation, which in turn affects our food supply, and our food prices rise. So the limited access to water hurts everybody, whether it's directly or indirectly. Having people provide more water to other people creates problems because it limits their access to water when they take it from someone and give it to someone else. The U.S. government website, as well as a Water Power Associates website online concerning water conservation, goes over the fact that in places such as LA or Phoenix, with high populated areas, they have to have water pumped to them. So we're constantly siphoning water from different places throughout the country, which is limiting the access to water for those other places. So shouldn't we find a way for everybody to have water throughout the entire country, not to have to take water and limit other people's resources than taking water and giving it to other people for their own resources? LA has a water supply that they need to fill for thousands of people, so they draw from reservoirs everywhere. However, there are thousands of forms of inputting solutions to this problem, but we don't take the time to look at them. There are problems throughout the country dealing with water. There are different websites all over the internet that we can look at for different ways to conserve water, whether it's shortening your showers, whether it's using your bath water to water your plants outside, whether it's taking the time to wash all your clothes quickly. It's just, there are different ways to do it. There's online websites such as wateruseitwisely.com that have hundreds and hundreds of ways to conserve water. One of those ways to conserve water that's pointed out in another website, on the Rooter website, is that an easy way to control and manage water conservation is by capturing groundwater. So we find a way to do that, then we have another offensive way to help conserve water and help preserve our environment and our economy. Conserving water isn't as radical and obsessive as most people think. Most people think that conserving water nowadays is just preventative measures for something that may never happen. But what we don't realize is that we need to conserve water now, because now is when we are running out of our resources. We're not running out of our resources in the future. We're running out of them now. So we need to learn the ins and outs of regulating our resources. So if you take the time to just research it and find different ways to help with conserving water, life would be so much easier. That's just one of the easiest ways to help your environment, help your economy, help your entire lifestyle.